Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode of Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up doing well, got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So, I want to talk today about always being ready. All right, the mindset, something that I live by all the time. Okay, that I've just had this mindset for as long as I can remember, especially doing jiu-jitsu, is just always be ready. Okay, so what does that mean? Always be ready means always be ready in everything. Okay, meaning the way I live my, I just go throughout my day and weeks and my year, just the way I take care of myself, the way I think, the way I take care of my body, what I put in my body, the way I train, the way I work out, the way I run. There's basically no off season. Okay, I've kind of touched on this subject in the past. But there is no off season for me. There is no time off for me. Even when you go on like so-called vacations, which I'll be coming up on one soon. There'll be workouts on the beach. There'll be runs on the beach. There'll be pull-ups. There'll be push-ups. There'll be whatever's available to do. I'm going to do it. There's no just, I'm going to take a week off of completely doing anything, and put a bunch of trash in my body, and just lay around and do nothing. That's just unacceptable. I will always be in shape. Okay, I will always be ready for whatever, because you just never know what's coming around the corner for you. You have to be ready. And I bring that topic up because in jiu-jitsu, okay, so if you're a jiu-jitsu practitioner, you're coming in, at least for me, I've had my own academy for over 13 years now, okay? And one of the questions that I ask everyone is, why are you here? Or the parents, why do you bring your child here or your kids here, if it's a couple of them? It's never to have fun, okay? Jiu-jitsu is fun. Once you get into it and understand it, and you understand, what you're doing, because that's never in the beginning. In the beginning, you have no idea what you're doing. So you're just getting whooped everywhere. You're getting smashed and you're putting all these bad positions. You're getting dominated. You can't breathe. You feel claustrophobic. You're just getting smashed. And it isn't until later on down the road when you understand jiu-jitsu and you have a game plan that you understand and can apply and implement on people that it becomes fun. And it is fun when you start meeting people and you create relationships and you create these bonds and whatever and stuff like that. But that's way down the road, okay? In the beginning, no one walks in and asks and answers the question, why am I here, as I want to have fun. That's not how it's not what jiu-jitsu is looked at from the outside looking in. When you're looking it up on Google or Facebook, or what school should I join, or I want to do, why do you want to do jiu-jitsu? I'm out of shape. I want to learn how to defend myself. I want to be more disciplined. I want my kids to be more disciplined. I want my kids to be in shape. I want my kids to learn how to defend themselves. Those are like the top three that are just always the top answers, always. And it's never to have fun. Okay, you go have fun at a bouncy house or something, or I don't know, some kind of other game where it's supposed to be fun. In jiu-jitsu, it's one person trying to implement their will and impose their will on another person and submit them. The end game is the submission game. My job is to tap you out, okay? This child here his job is to tap this other child out, and that's it. And that's the game, okay? So in the beginning, it is never fun, okay? It's just only going to be fun, again, once you understand it. Everyone in jiu-jitsu, when they first start, it's intimidating. It's a struggle. You're trying to just grab a hold of how to breathe when someone's attacking you, how to implement what you were just taught in the drills in a live scenario, in a role. And it's hard. It's really hard, especially for people that just never really done anything aggressive like that, because jiu-jitsu is a very aggressive martial art. It is not something that is just soft, you know. And if you've never done anything physical and hard like that before, it is really hard for those individuals that never been put in those kind of positions before. So always being ready. I just kind of bring the topic up because, like, for instance, yesterday there was a situation where one student just kind of said, well, hey, I've been working overtime a lot, and you know, haven't been on the mat. And then I've had some students say, well, I've been on vacation. You know, I just had 2 weeks off. What does that have to do with us? You know what I mean? Did you enjoy your vacation? Yeah, great, cool. But now you're back on the mat and it's time to go to work. And no one really cares that you had a lot of overtime to work. Everyone's working, okay? Some work more overtime than others. Some have been on vacation, some haven't. Whoever's on the mat and whoever you're getting ready to shake hands with, they're not thinking about where you just came from or what you just did or what you did on the beach or what kind of overtime you just had to work. All they care about is submitting you and implementing their game in their mind of what they're having to do is to tap you out. And your job is to defend yourself, okay, first and foremost, and then find a way to stop all that and then attack back and then hopefully submit them back. So I had this another scenario. So you got the scenario with the overtime, right? You got the scenario with, well, I've been on vacation. And then you got the other scenario that came up. Well, I've been hurt. I've been injured. I pulled something. I haven't really been training. Well, what else can you do? Well, I can still run, or I can still squat. I can't do push-ups, or I can't do pull-ups because my upper body is hurt, but my lower body isn't hurt. Great. Then run. Do some lunges. Do some squats. Do some body weight exercises for your legs. Do some, whatever, some crunches. Anything that's going to help you stay in the game and always be ready, then you absolutely must do that, because no one cares if you're hurt, if you've been on vacation, if you've been out of town, if you're going through some sad portion in your life. When it's time to shake hands, it's time to shake hands. And the other scenario, meaning it's go time, the other scenario I gave to these individuals, because this all kind of came about yesterday, was, for instance, let's say you've been on vacation, right? Or you've been working a lot of overtime, or you've got some kind of injury you're dealing with, and you just happen to be out with your family somewhere at a restaurant, and someone had too much to drink, and you bump into them, or they bump into you, and you turn around and say, oh, excuse me, sorry. And that individual doesn't want to hear, excuse me, I'm sorry. They're so intoxicated, or they're just dealing with something, and they're looking for a fight. Okay, you cannot, what are you going to do? Tell them, hey, look, man, I'm sorry. Or, hey, look, miss, if it's a female, I'm just coming off vacation. I haven't been doing anything for like a week or two. And I've been on the beach and I've been eating like crap and I haven't worked out. You mind if can I get back in shape first and then can we do this fight? Or I've been working so much overtime, I haven't really been able to train lately. Can we fight in a couple weeks when I get back in shape? Or, hey, this injury I'm dealing with my ribs or my shoulder or my knee or whatever, can you wait until I heal up? No one's going to give you that time. They're going to smack you in the face because they're just that kind of person. And that's what they're there to do. You see this kind of stuff all the time. So you don't have time to give anyone an excuse of why it is that you're not ready. Figure it out how to be ready. Always be ready. The mindset that I've always had is always be ready. So that pushes me to always be in some kind of state, regardless of what I've been doing, whether it's an injury, I've been working overtime, I've been on vacation, I'll be ready. Okay, because you never know what's coming around the corner for you. That's what jiu-jitsu is meant for you to do. It's meant for you to be able to use those skill sets that you have through jiu-jitsu to survive in a situation, okay, outlast your opponent, and then find a way to contain and control and then submit them or do whatever it is you got to do to them, depending on how bad the situation is. But the survival skill of being able to take care of yourself is first and foremost. Okay, that's what we're there to do. That's what jiu-jitsu teaches you. That's what we're here to teach. That's what we're there to do. And what happens over time is it becomes a lot of fun, and you create these relationships, and you don't want to hurt no feelings during the rolls. So some people don't really roll. They just kind of play around, and no one's really learning anything, and no one's getting any better. And you're definitely not learning how to defend yourself like you should. So my mindset, just sharing with you the way I've always been and the way I run my program, is just always be ready. So if you have an excuse of any sort of I'm injured, I'm tired, I've been working over a lot, I've been on vacation, or I haven't had enough sleep. Someone told me a couple weeks ago, well, I only got 3 hours of sleep. Well, then why are you here? You showed up to class. It's time to go to work, okay? You can deal with the sleep later. You know what I mean? And sometimes that offends people. That's going to put people on edge a little bit. Like, hey, you don't care about my feelings. No, I do care about your feelings. I care about you so much that your feelings don't matter because you're here. You need to figure this out, and you need to train so that you can learn how to make sure you're taking care of yourself. So if anything ever happens outside the mat, there's no excuse. You'll always be ready. You'll be ready to take care of yourself like that in an instant, because regardless of the circumstances that you're in, regardless of how tired you are, what you're going through, emotionally, physically, whatever, you are ready because you are in the right atmosphere, okay? And in the wrong atmosphere, you're going to get hurt, meaning you're allowed to talk during the rounds, you're there to socialize, you're there to play around, it's not really a serious atmosphere. It's more of a club to just kind of hang out and not really train and get in shape and be the best version of you. It's more of a place to just be, actually, to me, pulling out the worst version of you. And when then stuff does hit the fan, you're not going to be ready, okay? So my students will always be ready because of the atmosphere that we create in there. Not trying to hurt anyone, of course, and it's not reckless. It's just no one's going to hear the excuses. No one wants to hear the excuses, and the excuses don't matter to the whoever's waiting for you around the corner, so to speak. You never know when something's bad going to happen, and you don't have time to give whoever it is in front of you that's getting ready to hurt you or attack you some lame excuse of how tired you are and how long you've been working or what vacation you just came off of or how bad you've been eating and that you haven't been working out and been taking care of yourself. No one's going to give you the time to hear that. They're going to attack you with everything they got and try to physically harm you. So your job is to always be ready and stay ready every single day. Okay, so just something that came up within the last couple days and weeks with quite a few different scenarios, mindsets, the way people think, things that I've been dealing with on the mat as a coach, and none of it matters. None of it absolutely matters. That will push some people away. I get it. They will quit. But that's their loss because they're going to end up going somewhere where the main objective isn't to make sure that they're ready. It's going to give them the atmosphere to do whatever it is they want. You know, it's like going to a gym, like a Lifetime Fitness or a 24-hour fitness or whatever fitness gym, and you can just walk in and do whatever it is you want as a workout. If you're feeling hot that day, you'll get after it. If you're feeling cold that day, you know what? I'm going home. I don't really have to. No one's really paying attention. No one's really watching. I'm just going to check out and go home, man. I really don't feel like lifting no weights today. I don't feel like running today. I don't feel like finishing my sets today, you know, versus if you had a personal trainer there, they ain't going to hear that. Okay. You're in a class like, like an Orange Theory or a CrossFit or some kind of, you got the F45 now. There's a clock and there's a workout to be done and there's a job to get done and you're going to get it done and then the next class starts. No one's going to be talking during the workout because you just don't feel like working out today. Either do the workout or stay home. And that's basically the way it is at my academy. Just we're there to get you ready. And there's going to be days where you just don't feel like it because you just don't feel like it for whatever reason. And we do care about individuals. I do. But I care about them more to make sure that regardless of what's happening, you have to be ready. Okay, so always be ready. Take care of yourself every single day, all year long, no off season. Eat right, exercise, work out, train, feed your mind with the good stuff, and it'll be hard to beat you. All right, catch you guys on the next one. Gotta go hit these weights later.